Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be doing the Cancer monthly zodiac reading. I've been really waiting for this. My moon is in Cancer and it is the second most prominent sign in my chart. So I'm very excited to see what's up ahead for the month for you guys and for myself, my little Cancer babies. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now this does say immerse, and look at how beautiful the sparkles, the coloring is on that Cancer. The moon being highlighted because that's where Cancer sits dominantly. Let's go ahead and start off with some animal zodiacs. Some animal cards. I don't know why I said zodiacs. Just one or two. Oh, now remember this can be for your sun, moon, or rising. We have the fox. Okay, beautiful. Now this is an earth sign. That could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn coming out. The fox is all about a committed partnership. They're actually the ideal partner to be with in a relationship because of how committed and caring that they are. Okay, I'm going to get one more just for what else is going on for my Cancers this month. Oh, we have my oyster in reverse. So you're kind of clammed up about some kind of partnership. This could be love related. This might be work related for some as well. Maybe even with family or friends or a project that you're working on in your personal life. I see you not wanting to share. Now this is a water sign energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces coming out there. Wow. Yeah, you might be clammed up. You might have something that you want to talk to your partner about. But you feel like you're not ready yet. You're not ready to open up yet. Maybe you're still thinking it through. Testing the waters even. Let's get a little bit more information here. Sorry if I seem out of breath. I just finished carrying up like 3 loads of laundry. Okay, we have acceptance coming out. We have vanity coming out. And we have gossip as well. Okay. Back of the deck, we have victim being highlighted and service underneath that. All right, now before I jump to any conclusions, let's get some for my situations. We have wish, hope, praying, and yearning. Denial, not facing the truth, irrational, and reasoning. We have nightclub in reverse. Have you been staying in too much, my Cancer baby? I've been staying in too much, and I'm a Cancer baby. Are you kidding me? I'm actually going to go ahead and pop this right here. I want to get a couple more. No, not from this deck, though. We have financial support on the back of the deck. I'm going to grab some from this, actually. Okay, and, oh, right. Well, I'm not taking all of that. But we did have 2 fly up here. There's one. I don't know what the other one was, so let me grab just one more. Thank you. Accident, but that came out in reverse. So I feel like something's fated to happen here. Maybe for you to be alone. Yeah, we have maybe due to some kind of theft. Number 21. Oh, I have to sneeze one more. Oh, yeah. I said theft, and I just got like smacked in the face with a real need to sneeze. Okay, so I see you hoping for something to really work out. Maybe for things for what your intuition is telling you to not be true here with this denial card. I feel like you picked up on something and maybe you know that it's fated to happen, that you're fated to walk away or separate from this person, but you're really hoping that doesn't happen. I'm also getting the sense that this wish, this hope might be like a long time coming because this is really giving me temperance energy, even though I don't usually take my wish card that way. This almost feels like something that you have been pondering, that you've been clammed up about for a long time. I see you finally accepting the truth of this situation, realizing that this was always fated to happen this way, especially with that Mars energy. You might have been concerned or worried about some kind of conflict in regards to it. You might be using like substances in order to cope. Maybe the partner is as well. I see you wanting to... It's almost like you want to be very structured in the way that you do this or deal with this. It's like you don't want to take a chance. You don't want to go at this recklessly or without a plan, like some kind of backup plan here. Because again, I'm seeing this energy where like you end up kind of alone after this, or at least on your own in whatever project this is. This could be like someone who is, you know, taking credit for your work and not actually putting in any effort. And so you're ready to like boot them off the project or take their name off of it. Even though you've tried really hard to reconcile with them on this situation, but you've just had to accept that, like, you know, their one slice doesn't make a whole pie. Then we have gossip here. So you might be worried about people talking. You might be worried about other people's opinions, what they might say. Maybe you're even talking to your friends about this and they aren't very happy with the way that things have been going or the way that things have been dealt with in this situation. With this accident card, because I keep getting pulled right back to it. What does it say on there? Ani God? I'm not sure. Yeah, it does look like something is breaking here, and I don't think that you wanted it to, but it does seem like it was fated to happen this way. And other people can see it. I feel like if you were to ask around for opinions on what you should do, even if you kept it really vague, because this is so funny. I just heard Reddit post. Like if you were to post a Reddit post on this, people would be coming at you left and right telling you the same thing, essentially, to walk away from this situation. Or they would force you to deal with like the truth of it. I was kind of picking this up with my last reading in Gemini, but I'm picking this up again, the sunken cost fallacy. That might be a big fear here. Oh, I need to sneeze again. What's going on? Are your allergies acting up, Cancer? Because I have not had any allergies up until I pulled these cards out. And now my whole nose is like blocked and I want to cough. But yeah, there might be something here to do with a partnership. Well, that's what I'm seeing, is that there's a partnership here that has really just pushed you to your wit's end. And it was always fated to be like this because you were meant to learn with this person, but complete the process on your own. This is your project. This is your life. You can't let other people take the leash and run with it, especially if they're only there for vanity or for the image, or if to upkeep some kind of image that they have for themselves so they can brag to others. Maybe even other people who aren't really worth it. We do see the drinks in their hand. There could be some kind of event that your partner wants you to go to, and they're being irrational when you tell them no. I see you hoping that like they take your side in a situation, but I see them being very selfish, actually. Again, it has so much to do with how this person like gives out credit or how they see themselves, that they aren't willing to make changes or compromises in order to stay in this dynamic. But I see you being like a very good, supportive and caring partner here. Oh, that just made my nose run. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and jump into the tarot. I do have my Under the Sea Tarot deck for Jalissa's messages as our first deck, and then I'll be using my Kawaii Tarot as the clarifier. But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's look at the month ahead for my Cancers. Judgment coming right out the gate. Wow, he looks a lot like... Oh my goodness. He actually looks a lot like this older man from this imagery. So yeah, you might be dealing with an older man who's very stuck in vanity. I know that, what is his name? King Triton? He was very stuck up in his own opinion, in his own vanity, and he was very much denying Ariel her own wishes. But yes, I do see you making some kind of judgment here this month that I feel like you'll build off of. But let's keep going. 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is going to be a bit painful for you. You might feel like you were stabbed in the back with how they've been able to like maneuver around you, how they've been treating you, how they've been taking credit for your work, or I'm getting the sense of devaluing with this card really hard all of a sudden. Maybe with how they devalued like your work ethic or what you contribute or what you've done. Interesting. I just heard it's a trap. Maybe this person tried to like trap you in some way. We have my 4 of Swords. That is usually restlessness. So I feel like you've been restless on how to deal with this person, how to deal with them devaluing you. You seem to be seeing this person in a different light than you did before. And maybe that's what's caused you to be a bit restless here. We have Justice coming out. as well as my my 7 of Wands. I wonder why I said 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is usually a burden, but my 7 of Wands is external conflict. And with Justice being highlighted here, it's almost like this person has it coming to them, some kind of karma. It's so funny because earlier today, I was listening to a song and it's like, what goes around comes back around. It's like a pop song from the early 2000s. Justin Timberlake's What Goes Around Comes Around. And that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up for this person. It's like you walking away from this person and you making this judgment on them is their karma for their bad behavior, for their vanity, for their devaluing, or honestly, it's kind of coming off a bit narcissistic. Oh, I did channel 2 other songs for this reading earlier. It was Free to Be Myself. I think that's by Francesca B. And then the other one was, it's by Kanan. I believe it's called Waving Flag. And both songs are heavily about freedom, breaking free from something, being recognized for something, as well as like being yourself, being authentic to yourself, admitting that, like, you know, maybe I don't have it all together, but I can do this. I know in the Free to Be Me song, it talks very heavily about, like, I got a couple dents in my fender, but I know that there's a plan for me, and I'm happy to follow that. There's a path I need to be on. Okay, we have the King of Cups here. Yeah, again, there's that partnership energy coming out. Ooh, and then we have my 3 of Swords. That just flew right out. So yeah, walking away from a partner. I'm seeing some kind of ending here. You might be upset about this. Maybe because they're looking in a different direction. My 3 of Swords does have a rip in it, unfortunately. My Ace of Wands in reverse, but I see this making you a lot happier because where you've been with this person has been quite miserable. So I'm seeing like temporary pain for long-term gain. That was in another reading that I did recently as well. Maybe you have some Gemini placements where you're dealing with a Gemini. With my Knight of Wands, I do see this coming in very quickly. I feel like you're almost going to be cycling through these emotions very, very quickly. Like you'll be stuck in this Judgment, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords energy, this like restlessness, kind of mental conflict, back and forth energy, and then very quickly, like karma is going to hit this situation, and I see you moving on from some kind of misery, some kind of unhappiness, temporary grief very quickly here. And then we have my Queen of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I always see the Queen of Swords as like kind of a bitch energy, but this is giving like cunt with a V. Where it's like, I see you kind of, you know, dealing with your emotions and then coming back out on top, starting to reach like the top of, like seeing the sun, the light beam down, reaching the top of the ocean here, just as Ariel is doing. So let's go ahead and grab some clarifiers, and then we'll grab some self-care, some songs, and charms. Oh, okay. We got 2 here. My King of Cups in reverse and my 5 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you are almost, this is so funny, but like future faking with yourself in a negative way, where it's like you're looking at your life, what your life could be like without this person, but you're only looking at it or predicting it from like this negative light. You're not being realistic with yourself about how your life could actually improve without this person being around. Interesting. Okay, no. The one that I saw. Okay, I guess I could take them all. Yeah, I feel like you know that there's no other way. This situation has been hurting you for too long. And I see you very upset about it. But you know that there's really only one option, which is to walk away in this situation, and that is justice. Even if it might lose you a little bit of money or some kind of partnership or endorsement, this almost kind of gives me the idea of someone like speaking out for the truth and they're losing an endorsement or some kind of sponsorship as a result of it. But if that's going to be the case, you don't want to work with them anyways. My goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on. How did this card end up in this deck? Oh, there's another one in this deck. Look at that. How did that happen? We have my Knight of Swords. That's a plan. That's a very strategic plan. So I feel like you know that this might lose you an endorsement, but you know that it will actually win you quite a lot more. Again, it's that like short-term loss for long-term gain here. I feel like you're picking your battles very, very wisely and making a very strong plan here to support yourself, to be your own foundation. Let's look at the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I really wasn't expecting that. My Queen of Cups, yeah. I feel like there's not a lot of love lost in the situation. But you might feel like now is the time to kind of stay on your own, not to look at other options. And just maybe, honestly, I'm really getting the sense of like healing whatever type of like misery or restlessness is being involved here. This might be something that you've done in the past before when walking away from other relationships. Maybe this is a cycle and you're finding yourself once again at like the end of the cycle and being like, wow, I kind of recognize this. Like I've been here before. And so I do see you staying alone until you can figure this out quite a bit. Let's look at Justice and the Knight of Wands, because I do see Justice coming in very quickly here. Five of Pentacles in reverse, and my King of Pentacles in reverse. Some masculine, whoever you're walking away from, this like King of Cups energy, they are losing out big time. They undervalued you, and once they lose you, they're going to start to realize it, and that's part of the Justice being involved here, is them realizing how much they're actually losing very quickly, might I mind you. This is almost like the energy of someone who moves on after a relationship really quickly, only to realize like, man, this new girl, this new guy is nothing like my old boo. Nothing like them. Like, I should have stayed at home. But I feel like this person no longer has a home with you because they ruined that by being vain, maybe even gossipy. Let's look at the Seven of Wands and Queen of Swords here. That came out, Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Yeah, whether or not you know it, this is a wish fulfillment. I feel like some people's true colors are going to come out in some kind of external conflict. And this is a massive wish fulfillment for you. Not everybody can eat at your table, baby. And right now that table is being prepared for you to eat off of. And these people are not invited. And so Spirit is trying to show you. So even if you don't like it, even if it upsets you, you need to recognize that like this is a blessing to be grateful for. This is something that you actually prayed for, especially with that Queen of Swords. We have the Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this was never someone that you were supposed to have, like, fulfillment with or a family with. You were always supposed to walk away from them. This person wasn't the end game. Yeah, look at that Two of Cups right behind that. This person was never the end game because they're childish, they're immature. They're stuck in some kind of, like, 3D alignment where they're obsessed with, like, material items or something very, very vain. Something to do with their ego. We have the World in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. Again, this whole person's world is like very immature. Yeah, they feel very like controlling, maybe even a temper with this person. Maybe they have like really low emotional intelligence. Yeah, but you haven't wanted to talk about it until now, until you were able to walk away. I see you becoming the alchemist, transmuting this unhappiness while you're alone. And choosing a new path for yourself. My goodness, I'm so proud of you, Cancer. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the self-care. Beef has joined the reading, but I'm going to go ahead and grab you guys a song. Again, I had channeled 3 songs, so it was like Justin Timberlake's What Goes Around Comes Around, Kanon's Waving Flag, and then Free to Be Myself by Francesca B. I don't remember how to pronounce her last name. Bastelli or something? Ooh, we have 2 coming out. We have Cinnamon Girl, Addiction, and Commitment Issues. I did mention addiction. Maybe this person parties a lot. Or they're addicted to something in like their own ego, their own image. But I didn't mean to bop ya. And then we have, there's things I want to say to you. If you hold me without hurting me. Violet, blue, green, red to keep me out. And then we also have Evil Woman by Electric Light Orchestra, a dark feminine, and intimidation being involved. You made a fool out of me. You took my body and played to win. A fool and his money soon go separate ways. Yeah, maybe this person tries to make you look bad in some way. I don't really like that. Alrighty, and let's grab some self-care here. Ooh, we have sync with the moon, as you should, Cancer, because the moon is your ruling planet here. Number 51, that leads to 6, which is all about nurturing as well as connecting with family. We have number 43, that's 7. That could be about forgiveness or perfection. This is rest. Soak in a bath, number 46. That comes to 10, completion. Now, I soak in a bath pretty frequently because, again, Cancer moon. And let me tell you, bath, some candles, a little bit of wine, a body scrub. Got me feeling like a new woman. We have number 10 coming out a second time with intuition. Once again, completion. And then we have 25 comes to 7, which is ground yourself. Yeah, I do see you spending quite a bit of time alone to kind of like get your head right, get your emotions right, get your heart right, I'm hearing. We have number 41, positive affirmations on the back of the deck. So I actually will go ahead and grab you some affirmations here. And you know what? Just because I think you guys are such a cutie patootie, I'm going to do my cat call affirmations because I have been having fun with using these lately. Let's get just a couple for my Cancers. Oh. Always believe what is coming is better than what has gone. Look at that cutie pie. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Just a couple more, please, Spirit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did get a couple more right there. Inhale courage and exhale fear. Okay, well, that one looks pretty scared, actually, to me. They don't look bold. They just look terrified. I'm unapologetically myself. Oh, grumpy cat. Jump at the chance to show them your greatness. Yeah, I feel like someone has been attributing all your success to themselves. And I see you changing that narrative here. And I don't think they're going to be very happy about it. But they absolutely deserve it. And at the back of the deck, we have find your voice and shout it from the rooftops. Like I said, I see you like finally breaking out of your shell this month. Let's go ahead and get some charms. Let me clean this up really quickly. And I actually want to get an angel number because I've been forgetting to do that recently. My goodness. I have 638 coming out as your angel number. You might hear Beef in the background. He's in his cat treat. Then we have Capricorn being highlighted, so Capricorn might be significant. And the moon. Once again, something here is about the moon being highlighted. Maybe the Leo moon in the beginning of this month was really hard for you. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and jump into the charms. If you are noise sensitive, I recommend that you turn the volume down. I'm going to organize these and I will be okay. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's start with these fortunes. The first one is you will be released from the burden of your past. Then we have good health will be yours for a long time. Number 19, 4, 10, 8, 6, and 28. You have an ability to sense and know higher truth. Lucky number 13, 14, 25, 29, 32, or 39. And then a thrilling time lies ahead. We have the death card coming in, so upright. So I do see a lot of good transformation for you here. We have stay trippy. We have love, love, love. For my charms, I've got my little travel angel. It's an angel on a train. So you might be traveling, you might be going to see someone, maybe family, maybe friends, some kind of support group. I do see my karmic ring coming out, and I've only got one ring here, so I do see things changing for you. See you releasing some kind of karmic burden now that the cycle has been completed. We have my whale tail here. This is a good luck charm. And more specifically, it talks very heavily about depth being involved. So you might actually be diving deeper into your own passions, your own wants and needs and desires. And, oh, okay, I just threw it. But we have my Christmas tree. So something here might have happened around Christmas. Christmas might be significant for you. For the initials, we have B. So Brandon, Brandy, Bailey, Byron. I don't know why I can't think of any B names right now. All right. And Then we have R. So Randy, Rachel, Ron, Ryan. I just heard Rascal Flatts. Maybe some of you are Rascal Flatts songs. Rain. Rory. Maybe some of you like, what is it called? Gossip? Not Gossip Girl. I don't remember. Yeah. And then we also have Busy coming out. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it does say busy. So I do see you being very, very busy this upcoming month. Making a lot of plans, confronting a lot of your fears that you've been holding on to for far too long, making a lot of changes. I see things just doing a 180 in your life at this time. And that's okay. We got to embrace that kind of change. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have private reads available on my Etsy for 15, 30, and 45 minutes. If you were interested in that, let me know down in the comments how this resonated for you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!